S2J with the rare smile.
Yeah, one more set here that they're going to have to. Well, they're going to have to win 2 sets really to take it over iBDW and Fiction. But
potentially 2 sets, but we got grand finals upon us. iBDW and Fiction on winner's side against S2J and Shroomed coming out of losers. Again, we saw this in winner's finals. 3-1, I believe, in Fiction and iBDW's favor. So obviously some adjustments needed on S2J and Shroomed's end, but super doable.
Yeah.
They have teamed for longer. You know, they're arguably more of homies. I don't know how you measure that. There's a homie test.
Yep.
I would bet on S2J and Shroomed getting a higher ranking on the homie test.
Yes.
Than Fiction and IBDW.
I would.
Right?
Yeah. You know.
I think I would.
I would.
That's a solid bet.
I would.
So, but that doesn't really actually matter at all.
It doesn't really.
That doesn't mean
matter
anything whatsoever.
Doesn't mean anything whatsoever.
IBDW and Fiction do play the better characters.
They do play the space animals.
In theory.
The animals from outer space.
In theory.
Crazy place for animals to come from when you get down to brass tacks. Really
it's weird that how did
they didn't come from space. It's more like they went up to space, right?
They figured space out. They figured space out, and then they, you know, eventually they learned how to deal with space.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They're not from space. No one's from space.
From space, right?
Are they?
No. It's more like you go through space to get to other places, if anything.
Well, what if there was just a whole different life form
that lived
that didn't need oxygen or
that could be
anything
from space? But you know, like people say, okay, like if an alien came, we'd be like, oh, you came from space. They're like, well, we didn't come from space. We came from Mars. We came from sun. You know what I mean?
We would think it's from space.
From their point of view, we're from space.
They're from, but did they have to be from a planet?
Huh?
Do you have to be from a planet to be?
Usually, I think.
What if there's just people that, or not people, but just things that exist?
Things that exist
in
out
space.
There could be.
I don't know, man. It's totally possible.
It's possible.
It's at this point, it's just as likely as actual planet aliens.
No,
we haven't seen either of them.
No, planet aliens are more.
Well, they're more likely.
They're more likely.
Just scientifically speaking. But I'm just saying, we
there's
haven't seen either.
Stuff, right? There's more stuff to eventually somehow evolve into.
Yeah. Here we go, grand finals.
Grand finals.
This is literally the dumbest conversation that ever could have led.
I thought it was smart.
It actually was.
Okay, but Fiction. I don't like Fiction's recovery there. I think.
I don't either. And S2J and Shroomed are looking warm.
Yeah, that's true. This might be. Well, okay, Shroomed kind of giving away a stock there. See, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
There's always a little bit of a dynamic where the team coming from losers is going to be playing a little bit warm.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, I mean, iBDW and Fiction are ramping into it pretty quickly, so let's see what happens here. Fiction
they're up in the ante. Oh, and
he tried to save him.
I like that save.
He tried to
option.
lightly toast him.
Yeah. That's exactly what he was going for. That was actually the best description of anything I've ever heard in my entire life. He really did try to lightly toast him.
Yeah. Just to save him. Falcon can't do that for whatever reason.
Oh! He learned that from none.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
Oh. Okay. Wow, I don't know. Somehow, red team stocks are melting. There's a lot going on.
Finally, we got a red team.
S2J is going crazy. Actually, yeah, it's cool that we finally see a red, right? Red Falco is clearly the coolest one, too, so it makes sense.
I like Red Falco, yeah. Oh, I like the attempt from iBDW, but Shroomed does get the ledge first.
Okay.
Jeez. That boy team.
Oh. Wow. Oh, man.
Well, not out of the woods yet, but it's just such a deficit. Yeah, now with
now you are out of the woods.
Yeah, you're out of the woods.
You're done.
There you go.
Okay.
That was kind of.
That was the most shroomed ending to a game I've ever
jumped
seen.
In and tried to forward her.
Yeah. No, he didn't mean to get hit by the LB. He was doing something, but it didn't work.
Clearly.
But Johnny had his back.
Yeah.
That's how the team works.
That is how the team works, actually. That's a good point.
It kind of is.
That is kind of the dynamic in a lot of ways. But,
yeah.
you know, Shroomed does a lot
and
of
vice versa, too, though.
Yeah,
like, you know, it works vice versa.
It does work both ways.
Oh my goodness. No, S2J and Shroomed are already looking really hot just starting this set. They're They're coming out the gate hot, and they need that to, you know, they need 2 sets to win this.
They do.
So it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, I like the running shine from iBDW. This is that double 1v1 you talked about where the Spaceys are very happy.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want ideally. And, you know, S2J and Shroomed want the opposite.
A lot of the time, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Beautifully done. Yeah, I think generally speaking, when you're a slower characters and teams, you want to like stay near each other a bit more, right? Yeah. Whereas if you're Spaceys, you don't necessarily want 2 1v1s, but if that ends up being the scenario, then you're happy with it.
Yeah, and I think also just the bigger hitboxes from the blue team means like when they're close to each other, they can really cover a lot of space.
Right.
That's never really the MO for double Spaceys. Double Spaceys aren't really trying to cover because they just have smaller.
Yeah. For sure. And I mean, Falco's got the laser, but Fox doesn't. Oh my goodness.
Johnny.
That was huge.
Wow.
Oh, and Dewan, great timing on that.
They are really coming alive in these offstage situations. This is exactly what it can look like. Because that is one thing, right? Is, you know, as awesome as the Spaceys are offstage, as soon as they don't have their double jump.
I love the straight double Falcon kick from S2J with no double jump in between. It's really smart just to get there sooner, right? But
guess so,
does anyway. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they've got a solid lead, but Spaceys are just scary regardless especially when it's iBDW and Fiction, right? Like this, no lead is that comfortable. Oh, wow, that was actually really, really good from Shroomed.
Yeah.
He managed to find a way to make that work without accidentally killing S2J. Way easier said than done.
Definitely. Oh, wow. They're all over them at this point. They have all but wrapped this up.
Yeah. That's, oh my goodness. 2-0 in pretty dominant fashion so far.
Yeah.
And S2J and Shroomed off to a great start in this Grands, but again, they need one more game to even reset it, and then it's another set after that, so they got to really keep it together. See if Fiction and iBDW have anything to say about it. Going, then it gets worse and worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, nicely done.
Puts Johnny in a tough spot there because if you go onto the stage, there's likely an up smash waiting for you. So, kind of have to make a tough call there. Oh!
That was so good from
Shroomed. He just holds the ledge very nicely.
Oh my good.
Look at this.
That was actually insanely good from Shroomed. Again, that game sense. Doesn't matter how little he's entered tourneys lately. Still got that.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
That's going to kill. S2J is also down, so strong lead for red team. Can they close it out and prevent the quick set 2?
Definitely. Oh, it could be a knee. Yeah.
He was waiting for it. And then I like the late pummels when he kind of realized that it wasn't going to happen.
Yes. Yeah. They had to kind of divert. Oh, the Johnny grab. Classic Johnny grab there.
Oh, should be stuck. Oh, not quite. Wow.
Jeez.
Oh, what a back air from Shroomed.
iBDW fully backing off. Oh, and he gets
Wait a second. Is this doable?
If they make the comeback again.
Okay. Bad spot for both of them, but
chill until you can solve it.
Yeah, you want to. Oh, but there he goes.
Oh, that might be.
Shroomed is going to need to do it on his own.
All right, tech chase this. Oh, but
yeah, the smash DI, of course.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because you can't crouch cancel that percent.
Beautiful air dodge.
Careful of the back air. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I respect this.
Yeah, no.
Oh, man.
Fiction's going to pull those out. Okay.
Careful. Careful to both these guys.
He's going to look for a grab or a tilt most likely, but it's going to be hard to find either.
Oh,
there it is.
I'll smash it.
Oh, just goes. Oh, my goodness. Shroomed just goes for it all. And we got a set to 3-0 in S2J in Shroomed's favor. And S2J has never been this grateful to Shroomed in his life before.
Especially for doing
this is actually the first time he's been grateful to him whatsoever.
Exactly. Especially for doing an up smash on a tech chase.
Especially.
Oh.
Oh, man. Here we go. Set 2. Jeez. Both teams in losers now. This is for all the marbles.
For all the marbles. That's right. Wow, 3-0 that first set. Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like, right? Sometimes,
the momentum, right? You build up through losers, and the team that's waiting doesn't work out as well. And it also, I think specifically for the way these teams operate, it works specifically well for S2J and Shroomed, right?
Yeah.
Like they need that momentum.
I think that last game, I think iBDW and Fiction, iBDW particularly backed off from the ledge in a spot where I really think he could kept the pressure on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy to play a little too conservative in doubles, but you got to make things happen in doubles because it's all about the race against time.
Yeah, I think this first game determines so much. This might actually just be the winner, whoever wins this game. So
blue team, right? Because if they win this, they're up 4 games.
Basically 4-0
in the last couple.
Yeah, so iBDW and Fiction kind of need this IMO, but we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah,
Still doable either way, but yeah, the momentum is obviously strongly in S2J and Shroomed's favor. And Fiction is dropping these stocks way quicker than he did in Winners Finals.
Pretty fast, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, Shroomed really full in there. Jeez. I can't believe that. Oh!
Wow.
Yeah, if anything, just trade the stock out.
Might as well, yeah. Smart.
Not a bad call. I don't think
not bad at all. Yeah.
But it's fine.
I think it makes sense, especially given like just the layout of how the match is going so far.
Stock counts.
The fact that Falco was already about to lose his second to last stock made that especially worth, I think.
Yeah. Tough to edge guard this. That's the benefit of Sheik sometimes, honestly, in doubles, is like in singles, you always feel like you can get a good edge guard. In doubles, it actually works out the other way, where Sheik, a lot of the time, is the character that you kind of have to just back off.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Because like,
there's just too many options, right?
You can't exploit her landing leg the same way. If the teammate shows up, it just doesn't. You don't get anything really.
For sure.
They can even get, if they want to get really fancy, they can like jab her when she lands so she can move immediately. All kinds of tricks you can go for. Grab me there, and this should be game 1 for blue team. They barely don't close the edge guard out.
Yeah. And I mean, Fiction has to take that stock, but obviously you would rather have the Fox left than the Falco. So it's a bad spot either way.
It is.
Let's see if red team can do a really good job with these edge guards. It's far from over. Starting off well. Fiction not able to close that on Shroomed, who's honestly come alive in this grand finals. Shroomed is popping off a little bit.
You would love to get the edge guard on iBDW. I feel like it's, they've let the red team members survive. Okay, they're finally.
Sneaky up air, closes it out. That's all you needed. Yeah, it's just so hard for Falco, man.
Just him alone? Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yep. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. There it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, this is 4 straight games for S2J and Shroomed, who are now up 1-0 in the reset set. This is looking bad for iBDW and Fiction.
Yeah, Fiction looking a little bit frustrated.
I think you could say that for both of them to an extent. I think anyone would be frustrated a little bit, at least in this situation, right? You won pretty solidly 3-1 in Winners Finals, right?
Yeah, Winners look
and then
really
going to 4 straight losses here. It's
yeah, 4 straight's a little much. I mean, we talked about potentially the blue team having momentum coming in, but I mean, this is a lot. This is a lot.
No, it's
and
hard to overcome, but strong start at least.
Yeah.
And FD, obviously the play. I don't think they went FD in the first set, which is odd, right?
Either, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they didn't, which is weird, but at least they're pulling it out now.
I always think it's worth a try.
Especially with Spaceys.
Yeah, and like a Sheik on the screen. And
yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah, I mean, and Falcon. Both of these characters in doubles, I think if you're a Spacey, you're trying to think of what stage to counterpick these two. I would always go FD immediately.
It's true.
Low ceilings, like just more straightforward approaches, and you can always get saved by your teammates. So the things that Falcon and Sheik have going for them on this stage are the tech chases, right? And those don't matter in doubles.
Don't really matter in doubles.
Basically. Like, they're basically irrelevant. So
yeah, I think their recoveries get worse here.
Exactly. Yeah, like the only advantage that they have is kind of nerfed. So you might as well go here.
But the blue team living forever. He tried to go for the, he almost got the,
yeah.
I think he actually did get the good angle. It's just he was too low.
Yeah, I like the creative attempt.
Yeah, he actually turned around. Okay, upper there. I think knee would have totally worked, but
I think he was nervous about, the teammate.
iBDW being right there, yeah. Yeah, there's some little moments where they could optimize a tiny bit, right? Like right there, instead of Shroom going for a bear, I think Johnny could go for a knee, but
right.
It's okay. They just want to stay in control right now. If they can keep the red team boxed into this ledge.
Oh, and he's done? Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, Fiction's going to die there. Fiction really, really needs to be careful on this stock, I think.
Yeah,
This could be the whole tourney right here is how well Fiction keeps this next stock, honestly.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Big that knee didn't beat the downer right there. iBDW, though, he's going to lose a stock right there. Look how far away he is.
Oh, and Fiction with the standing laser, he maybe could have lasered the other way to save iBDW if he hadn't gotten that. Really unfortunate.
I don't think the red team is playing off each other that well this past set or two.
Yeah. In Grands in general so far, they
each other super well.
As opposed to S2J and Shroomed, who are, that's their whole game plan.
They're playing off each other really well.
Yeah. Again, that's part of doubles and melee, and very underrated aspect is how you need to team with someone consistently. You got to get used to it, right? It doesn't happen automatically just because two good players team together.
Definitely.
But Fiction finding that forward smash?
Shroom's gonna live. Wow. Okay. I mean, super doable for the red team, but Fiction does need to live.
Yeah, like a long time.
Because even if Johnny dies here, he has another stock to play with.
Right. But
big forward smash.
If they can get this kill on Cheek quick. And of course,
yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
And
not letting that 2v1 play out. Yeah.
She can't.
And there it is.
On the ledge. And look at this. They only need to win one more game in the
That is 5 straight games.
Wow.
Insane. S2J and Shroom just looking poised to finish out the bracket. iBDW and Fiction looking for answers right now. Do you think they go back to FT?
Dude, I don't know what to think. I mean,
I think that's probably the best play, honestly. Yeah.
They do.
So they do.
Yeah.
But like, it's less about the stage and way more about like their lack of synergy right now. Their lack of the cohesion is what we said.
Yeah.
The severe lack of cohesion.
That's right. Jeez. Yeah, look at that. iBDW getting brutalized on one side of the stage, and Fiction just not really able to make his way over to help because of Johnny locking him down.
Dude, this is
has his jump.
I feel like the momentum swings are even more extreme in doubles than they are in singles, right?
In a lot of ways, yeah. Well, I think the thing about it is in singles, when you're making mistakes, it's really obvious sometimes what's going wrong. Oh, that would have been big. That would have been very big. They let the red team back. That could end up biting them. It might not. They've still got a lead, but they could have gone up like 8 stocks to 5.
Yeah.
Could have been lights out. Basically.
Yeah, this honestly could be this turning point the red team needed.
Yeah, we'll see here. iBDW has to stay alive. But yeah, I think in singles, when usually you kind of know what's going on, or like if you're flubbing,
it's like very explicit.
You can feel it. Yeah, in doubles sometimes, you don't play.
You don't know what the right answer is necessarily.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a lot more dubious sometimes. It's
For
really
sure.
not clear. And both players individually could be playing very well too, but your awareness is a little bit off or something.
Yeah, and it's also just confidence in your teammate, right?
Confidence in your teammate. Trust.
Sometimes sometimes you overextend because you're he's not gonna finish this edge guard. Like I gotta do it,
I gotta do it. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So you make the wrong call.
Oh, what a grab. Okay, that somehow worked out for S2J.
One thing I've realized in doubles is that trying to compensate by like going higher APM is almost never the play in doubles. In singles, it can kind of work out.
Yeah.
Like do more. In doubles, doing more often, you end up just kind of stepping.
It's usually the play is doing less. Usually the play is focusing more on what's happening and not necessarily on what buttons you're pushing, right?
Yeah,
like positioning and just staying safe and seeing what your teammate's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
not saying that I think the red team is necessarily doing that right now.
Right. I think that's like it's almost like counterintuitive because it's obviously doubles is faster than singles. Like there's so much going on at all times, so it's almost counterintuitive to be like, well, you should take your time, but it kind of does work like that.
Oh, that could have been a kill there from Fiction, but he got a little too fancy flying downer instead of just a down air.
Could have been definitely a stock and even game right now, but S2J's keeping that for now.
Yeah.
Shroomed doing a pretty good job here of relative 2v1ing. Oh, okay. Oh, S2J trying to close out the tournament,
he
basically.
Tried to end it all,
yeah.
You could have had it all.
Oh,
I think that's about
that
it.
should do it.
Oh,
not quite though, actually. If iBDW can find both of these kills, not impossible at all.
Jeez, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whoa,
the classic ending with the jab when your teammate's holding someone and they just go flying.
Yeah.
S2J and Shroomed with the 6-0 in grands.
Yeah, that was 6-0, huh?
To win Mainstage 2021 doubles. What a run. I mean,
really
that's actually crazy. They lost pretty convincingly in winners finals.
Yeah, it was bad.
S2J, for the first time in his life, is grateful to Shroomed. Never before has this happened.
Yeah, that was impressive stuff. I mean, that was a big. I didn't think they were the favorites for the tournament after that winner's set. I thought that.
Not at all.
I thought that they would really need to put something together. And, amidst this sea of Fox Falco teams, they really did prevail in a major way.
That's crazy, considering how many Fox Falco teams there were, and SFOP and Bobby Big Balls.
I mean,
again, shout out to them for getting third, by the way, repping Texas.
Yes.
But they looked pretty solid against S2J and Shroomed, too. It almost looked like S2J and Shroomed weren't even going to make grand finals. But instead, they 6-0 iBDW and Fiction and Grands.
Yeah,
dominant
they
way to win the tournament.
They definitely showed a lot of what the Sheik Falcon team can accomplish. I mean, there's just, again, there's certain spots where you really, especially with the way Shroomed plays, you kind of have to disengage.
Yeah.
You have to really pick your spots against them because of the way Sheik works near the ledge. And when he creates room like that for S2J, if he gets going, he can get some really cheeky, early kills. So,
yeah, 100%. And not to be cliche, but that really was that grand finals was kind of an example of
the doubles.
A doubles team that has teamed together for a long time, very comfortable with each other, versus a team that, I know iBDW and Fiction have been teaming for a fair amount.
Yeah, but first time, right, with Fiction going
Falco.
Fiction going
Falco, and
still learning a lot of matchups.
It's a whole different thing, and S2J and Shroomed clearly have just been doing this for years, and you saw that momentum build up throughout the end of their losers run into the 6-0 in grands.
Yeah.
Beautifully done.
Beautifully done.
From both of them.
Beautifully done.
And big thank you, by the way, to Coinbase.
Hell yeah.
For supporting the Smash Scene and the Mainstage event.
Cornbase.
Not Coinbase.
I saw the Ludwig ad.
Shout out to Ludwig. Not Coinbase, it's Coinbase.
Coinbase. bts.gg/Coinbase, where you click on the banner below. And you get a free $5 for signing up in crypto after your account gets verified. 18 years old and US only.
Right, 18 plus.
18 plus.
You don't have to be exactly 18.
You don't have to be
18 plus.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be like a sponsorship, or what do you call it? When you send your kid to college.
Yeah.
What's it called?
How is that word?
Not the word I'm looking. What is that word called?
Scholarship.
Scholarship.
How did that take so long for me to either of us to think of?
Oh my God, they're similar
it's crazy.
words.
They are.
Well, anyway.
But yeah, shout out to S2J and Shroomed.
Shout out to S2J and Shroomed. That's
incredible 6-0 run to win grand finals over iBDW and Fiction. Yeah. And Bobby Big Balls and SFOP repping hard.
I didn't call them doing this good. That's a crazy.
No, not at all.
Crazy.
They made a run. They outplayed. They beat Gotzi and Wizu.
Gotzi
and Wizu.
Gotzi and Wizu.
The incredible Falcon team.
That's like that board game. Yahtzee? I've never played it. I just
That's
know
what
that
their
it
team name
exists.
should be.
Yeah.
It's just Yahtzee. But yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. We got singles action. We're actually going to be commentating in the afternoon. I'm going to be we're going to be commentating in the morning, but not with each other.
In general, yeah.
Yeah.
But
and